Hi guys, welcome to part 3 of my menu-based tutorial. And in this part, we're just gonna be creating a few more functions, making the functions for the actual menu, like the add menu functions, the add option functions, and we're gonna be creating the menu structure. So let's get started by creating the run submenu function because we haven't done that yet. So we want to create run submenu. So let's just create it, and our argument's going to be menu, and then we want to do a self dot menu open equals false because we're running the menu. We're running another menu, so the menu has to be it has to be not open, and then we'll have a little bit wait in there, and then we're gonna self thread this whole function create menu. So we're gonna wait point 1 and self thread self function load menu. Alright. And then that's our run sub menu function. Now what we want to do is we want to create our options for our add menu and add function options. So let's do add menu, let's do add page menu, and then our arguments are going to be menu title, in case you want. It's just an extra string to let your user know what menu you're on, and parent. So our parent menu, that's the menu to go back to. So now, because I used my name as a variable, we're gonna make it an array because it holds a large amount of data. Then we're gonna do self dot row the beast menu equals spawn struct. This is just the default function in Mw2. And then we're gonna have our argument after that. Now from here on, we're just kind of simple. Dot title equals title. Self dot row the beast menu dot parent equals parent, and then that's our function end. Now we're gonna have add page opt. So now our arguments are gonna be menu opt title func and argument, and we're gonna make all these. Now we're just gonna make all of the from here onwards them equal an array because they're also holding a large amount of data. So menu dot opt equals an array, self dot row the beast menu dot func equals an array, self dot row the beast menu dot argument equals an array. And now we're gonna have like a variable that we used earlier, so I equals self dot row the beast menu dot function dot size. So our dot function dot size. And now we're gonna just do what we did here, but instead of these, we're just gonna make it equals option, and then we're gonna make our variable argument after each one. So it's gonna, an example is like this: menu dot opt I equals opt self dot row the beast menu dot func I equals, and then we're just gonna do the last one for argument. And that's our function. And now we're gonna be creating the menu structure. So let's create it. So menu struct self. Now we want to put self in front of it just to let Mw2 know that it's yours, you're not doing like you're not doing like levels for the whole lobby. You're just doing self. So self add page menu, then our arguments. So we're gonna call this, as I ran earlier, toot, because that's the menu we're gonna be running at first. So self add menu toot. Then our other argument is title, which we can leave blank. Otherwise, if you just want to know when you're coding, it's main menu, and then our parent is none. So there's no parent. So do we define a parent here? Yeah. See, there's no parent, so that means we're gonna leave it blank. And then we want to have, let's just say we want to have an option on the main menu. We're going to do self add page opt, our menu, sub menu 1, function is going to be run sub menu, and our argument is going to be sub 1. And I forgot to put my bad, I forgot to put a thing there. And now we're gonna have a self add page menu again, sub 1, title sub menu 1, parent is 2, and then we're gonna do self add page opt sub 1 sub menu, sorry, my bad, option is going to be option 1. Our function is going to be test function, which I'll define later, and our argument is going to be nothing. We don't really have an argument for testing. So that's the basic idea of a menu struct. So my test option is going to be self I print ln bold self dot menu cursor. Now because you already made self dot menu cursor equals something, it's just going to let you know whenever you click a test option, it's just going to print the cursor position out for you. And yeah, give me a few more minutes to look at that. And that's really it. I mean, we're basically done. I mean, you could run this right now. So what you want to do, you want to just self thread this to the on player spawned, and you want to do the exact same thing for the menu structure. I'm gonna be leaving this code out in a paste bin, so you guys can just look at it, see for yourself. So yeah, so you just wanna, I'll leave it in a whole GSC format for you guys. And yeah, let's just make a quick create user interface function. So self.ui equals an array, self.ui shader equals, let's do create rectangle, center, then our x and y are going to be 0. Shader, we're just going to have it white. Width is going to be 200. Height is going to be like 1000. Color, we're just going to make it black. Alpha, we're going to do 1. And sort, we're going to do like whatever, 6 maybe. Alpha is just like how dark it is, if I didn't explain that. And then for destroy UI, we're just gonna, each of our HUD elements, we're just gonna do destroy. Destroy you don't need to define because it's a default function in Mw2. And that concludes it for our menu-based tutorial. So thanks for watching, and I hope you